Welcome, everyone. This is Joe Dager, the host of the Business 901 podcast. With me today is Tony Allwork. Tony is the pioneer of the jobs to be done theory, the inventor of the outcome-driven innovation process, and the founder of the strategy innovation consulting firm Strategin. His latest book, Jobs to be Done, solidifies this framework and picks up where his first book might have left off, which was What Customers Want. Well, and I think what's so key is that good companies that are striving to understand their customers better, this really seems to me should be an ongoing process, because it's not to stick a bad word in here, okay, but this could prevent you from being disrupted, right?
Well, companies should adopt this, and a lot of our clients have, and we've trained them, teams within companies to do ODI, and it's been very exceptional. Some of our best clients who we've worked with 6, 7, 8 years have adopted the theory. They have internal practitioners. We train and help those practitioners. But at the same time, when they come into a really difficult challenge, they reach back out to us and ask us for our help on a complicated project. And so I think it's a really great way to build a long-term relationship with a client, is to teach them how to do what we're doing, but be there to help when the going gets a little tough.
Is there something particular that you'd like to add, Tony, that I didn't ask?
I can just say that I've been really excited to be doing this for the last 25 years. Over the first 25 years of doing this, we've been trying to perfect the concept. And over the next 25 years, I think what we want to do is really help make this a standard innovation practice. So, some of the things that we'll be doing in the coming months will be more like making it more accessible. In the book, the new book, we lay out all the steps associated with outcome-driven innovation. So we're pulling back the curtain a bit. We have patents on our process. We've been protective of what's in it and how it works. But I think making it more readily available to people and revealing exactly how it's done is going to help us gain better adoption. And so that's more of our direction over the coming years.
Well, I think the work you've done and the work you've outlined really is to me seems the way that you can make a customer centric. That buzzword there is that you can bring him in and really understand his work, because unless you do that, the customer's still out there in kind of on the right of the process flow. But till you get to the point of really understanding the work they do, okay, and how they're using your product, you really can't make them customer centric, can you?
Well, I think you'd have a pretty difficult time. Sure.
What is upcoming for you, and where does someone learn more?
Well, Joe, I think there's lots of places now where people can learn more about outcome-driven innovation and jobs to be done. We've just updated our website, our Strategin website, and includes a pretty good section on jobs to be done and outcome-driven innovation. So that's a great place to start. The 2 books that we have out there, even the first one, it goes into a lot of great detail about how to apply jobs thinking through our approach. The latest version picks up on that and goes and takes it to the next level. The new book also came out after some of these other books come out, so we had the opportunity to take a look at what's in them and I think give some pretty good advice on how to avoid mistakes in applying jobs to be done thinking, and making sure that when you put it into practice, that you're applying it in a way that we know will work. So I think there's some really good helpful hints in there as to what actions to take and what to avoid and what to look out for. So I think all those are really good starting points.
Well, I'll have to tell people that to me, and a very honest appraisal about the Jobs to be Done book, the first time I read it, I went, okay, I've been reading his stuff. I've been reading Tony's stuff for a long time, and the book is okay. All right? But as I dug into it and it took that that deeper dive, okay, for lack of a better word, the second and third time through, it was great. My opinion of it has risen every time I went through it again, okay? Maybe I'm getting smarter, okay? I don't know.
That's funny. Well, our clients say the same thing. The first time they hear the concept, they go, oh, that's interesting. And then, as they start thinking about it and how it can apply in their situation and all the nuances and details behind it and how they're considered in the process, they become more appreciative of the approach. So I appreciate you saying that.
It's a book that you're going to keep around, that you're going to dog ear and mark up, and your offer as a Kindle Unlimited book is fantastic for people to pick that up. I can't imagine anyone, okay, in business that doesn't pick it up if they're a Kindle member, okay? I would like to thank you very much, Tony. This podcast will be available on Business 901 iTunes Store and the Business 901 website. So thank all the listeners for listening.